20,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, honestly. That means so much. It's been a very, very long journey, and I am sad to say that I am quitting. No, I'm fucking with you. What I am going to do, though, is a 20k Q&A, as the title does suggest. But I know you guys want something more, so I was thinking for 25k, I could bring back something that I promised at 10k and never delivered. Now, for those of you who've been watching way back to 10,000 subscribers when I did that Q&A, I released a trailer called the SVD A Godsend. I'm going to play a little clip of that trailer right now, but if you guys want to watch the full video, then it'll be the first link in the description below. That video was made back in December of 2015, and if you've already watched it, you'll see that I was planning to deliver the entire video for 10k at the end of December of 2015. Well, that didn't really happen, and I haven't really even started editing it since, so if you'd be in favor of me making that my 25k subscriber video, then definitely tell me in the comments below. Anyways, let's get on with the actual Q&A. Alright, so I was asked a ton of questions by you guys, over 50 of them, and most of them are different things, besides a few of them. Don't worry guys, that will come with time. Now the reason why I can't do facecam videos is my room is set up in a way that my grandma's room is behind me, and she has to walk through my room every time she wants to, go downstairs to the bathroom, kitchen, whatever, right? So I don't think it'd be too fair for her to have to be on camera every time she wanted to go get something to eat. And there's also the fact that I don't actually own a webcam right now, so yeah. So hopping into the first question, Mika asks, how long does it take to be as good as you are now? So I assume you're talking about DayZ PvP, and that just comes with experience. A lot of experience. I've been playing DayZ since it's been released as the standalone game. So over that time, I've learned different things, I've learned what to do and what not to do in certain situations. Like I said, this kind of experience comes with time, and you can learn it faster if you so choose to and push yourself to, but just keep it DayZ and eventually you'll learn for yourself. Alpha Helix asks, what is your most common loot run and why? I actually have a full loot run video, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave that in the description below. Carson asks, what made you get into YouTube? At the time I found out about YouTube, it was a platform that allowed me to kill time while entertaining myself. I saw all these YouTubers that I ended up watching making videos and, making views on them, and people actually enjoyed their content. So I was like, you know what, maybe I could do this. And of course that to my young and fragile mind meant making Minecraft survival videos. And I may or may not leave one of my oldest squeaky Minecraft survival videos in the description for like 20 minutes when I put this video up. So if you're watching this really early, you might have seen me as a squeaker, so congrats. Lori asks, what has been your favorite patch/era of DayZ that you would maybe like to even go back to? Honestly, I really loved the Mosin long range scope attachment combination, so I'd have to go back to patch 0.56. I believe that was the last patch that the combination was in. 311 Pick asks, do you own any guns IRL? Alright, so I live in Canada, so the gun laws are pretty strict here. I don't have my restricted or unrestricted firearms licenses yet. I would like to get them at some point though, but for now I own a couple of airsoft guns. I'll leave the links to the guns that I own in the description below if you guys would like to check them out, or maybe even buy them. Yearn Just, I hope I didn't butcher that name, asks, how do you get better with the keyboard and mouse in DayZ? I'm assuming you're coming from a console background or you're just new to PC gaming. Either way, mouse and keyboard can be extremely difficult to get the hang of. Honestly, my best recommendation would probably be to continue playing DayZ as much as you can, that way you can get the hang of the keyboard and mouse. There's not really that one quick pill that can get you better at DayZ with the keyboard and mouse, if you know what I'm saying. The Boss Gamers asks, why don't you consider streaming/recording with Toprek? Well, I'm sure Tope will be watching this video, so I think that we could probably work something out and maybe play or record sometime. What do you think, Tope? And speaking of Toprek, he actually asked a question himself. His question was, what are your thoughts on Escape from Tarkov? I've seen some gameplay and a few videos on it, and I think it looks really, really good. Once I scrounge up a little more spending money, I might drop it on Escape from Tarkov, and you guys might see some gameplay from it on my channel. Bandit TV asks, what and how was your first contact with DayZ? And hello, Brazil. Honestly, I can't really remember what my first contact was with DayZ and how I first heard of it. I don't know. I think it may have been a Frankie video, or it may also have been just in the Steam store. I got it on Christmas Eve. So this is a question that I actually get a lot, and it is, do you have a favorite gun in the game, and if so, why is it your favorite? Alright, so to answer this massive question, there is a little bit of a long answer. I don't really have a definitive favorite gun in the game right now, and since they're always adding new guns, I'll always have a favorite gun in the game at that point in time. Currently, I'm really liking the SKS and the Winchester. The SKS is so versatile. It's good in close quarters, medium range, and really long range with the PU scope. Some of you guys may not know this, but you can actually range the PU scope on the SKS up to 1,300 meters, and that is ridiculous. I'm really enjoying the Winchester now just because I've been getting some really nice shots with it. I enjoy the sound of the Winchester more than the Blaze now. The Blaze sound kinda turned me off a bit. So Nick asks, do you ever want to give up on DayZ? I feel like everyone has wanted to give up on DayZ at one point in time. For me, the last few days have been particularly hard in terms of the amount of kills I've been getting and the amount of times I've died. I've been getting fucked over in the last few days more than I have been in probably the last month. But to answer your question, yes, there have been times that I've wanted to give up on DayZ, that I just wanted to say, oh, this game is not finished, this is so annoying, blah blah blah. But in the end, I love DayZ, and it's going to become the game that I always wanted it to become, and I will stick with it until it gets there. Ice PvP asks, what's your favorite role to play in DayZ? Sniper, CQB, ghillie, etc. Well, as you guys know, I'm a very versatile player, so I can play the close quarters combat, medium range, sniper, ghillie, anything I really want to or when I'm feeling that day. My favorite role to play would probably end up being close quarters to medium range combat, because I feel like gunfights in DayZ are the most intense at those ranges. The Colorful Panda asks, can you show your setup and list the specs of your PC? The specs of my PC are always in the description box below every video, and I think I have a couple of pictures of my setup on my Twitter page. First Tycoon asks, what are your DayZ settings? I actually have a video for that as well, so that will also be in the description below if you guys want to check that out. But it's really nothing special, it's just mostly high settings. Alec Olsen asks, what do you think of anti-vehicle bullets in one of the final versions to DayZ, going along with all of the crazy vehicles they may be adding to the game? The dev team have already announced that they won't be adding any anti-material rifles into the final versions of DayZ, so you'll probably have to wait for a mod for that. Although I do think an M107 Barrett 50 cal bipod would be interesting to have on the top of a hill. This is probably the most frequent question I get asked, and I am 17 years old. Dat Guy asks, how many hours do you have on DayZ? I've been playing DayZ standalone for a long time, so I've definitely accumulated a lot of hours. Currently I have 3,887 hours in DayZ. Private Frog asks, are you a pinecone? Yes. Maybe. Blue is Better asks, what do you do for a living? Well, like I said, I'm 17 years old, so I don't really have to live off of my own earnings right now, but I would really love to pursue YouTube as a full-time job. DayZAD1 asks, can you make a kill montage? I don't exactly know what that means. Do you mean like a Call of Duty style kill montage? And in that case, I don't think that would be that interesting to watch. That's just a lot of footage pushed into a very small video that's probably not going to be enjoyed as much as a regular video, I would assume. Fuked asks, why did you start YouTube and who do you watch the most on YouTube? Alright, so I've already answered the first part of this question, and I kind of want to use this part of the question to answer a previous part of the YouTube related thing. So who do I watch the most on YouTube? Currently, I probably watch Deadly Slaw's videos the most. He uploads daily, and he is an amazing DayZ YouTuber, so if you guys like PvP videos, then definitely check out his channel. Now what I wanted to get to was who did I watch on YouTube that inspired me to make YouTube videos. Alright, so I have two specific YouTubers in mind. One is a very large YouTuber that goes by the name of TBNR Frags. A couple of years ago I used to watch a ton of his Call of Duty YouTube videos, and he was an amazing YouTuber and probably still is. I just loved his content and his personality. Now this other YouTuber was on the opposite side of the spectrum. His name was Bearded White Man. Now if any of you guys have heard of him, then definitely tell me in the comments below. He was the first Minecraft YouTuber I ever watched, and he had about 200 subscribers when I started watching him. His channel grew to about 600 subscribers, and then he stopped making videos, stopped posting on Twitter, Facebook, and everything. No matter how hard I searched, I could not find any more interaction from him on the internet. I really hope nothing bad happened to him. Hopefully he just ended up quitting and everything was okay, but I would really love to know what happened. So if any of you guys know about that, I doubt you will, but if you guys know, then definitely tell me, please, because I would be very interested in that. Boz asks, do you plan on playing or recording with any other YouTubers in the community? That is a definite yes. I'll be talking to Toprex soon and playing with him most likely, and I will probably be talking to Deadly as well and having a streaming and recording session with him. I've also made plans to play 0.61 when it hits stable with Operator Drewski. A lot of you guys might even know him. He's an awesome YouTuber that makes Arma 3 and Battlefield 1 videos among other games. We've got a question here from KJ, and he asks, have you ever felt incredibly unmotivated and wanted to quit YouTube or streaming? And what keeps you going? Well, if I'm honest, yes, I have definitely wanted to quit YouTube once or twice before. The beginning of this video does not count. And in terms of what keeps me going, it's mostly the comments, the likes, the support, the chat, the Twitter messages, everything from you guys. It all just motivates me to keep creating more videos. And I really do enjoy making videos. It's just fun, like creating something of your own and then letting other people see it and enjoy it. It just gives me such a sense of gratitude that I'm able to make something that others enjoy. Hidden Gilly asks, what mod would you like to see in DayZ standalone? I don't know what the mod's called, but it's for Arma 3 and I think for Arma 2 as well. It's like the USAF mod for the military, and there's one for the Russians as well. It basically just adds tons and tons of vehicles and weapons and clothing and all of that kind of gear to the game, and it just looks so cool. I would love to have that in DayZ. Justin asks, what is your favorite piece of in-game clothing to find? That would definitely, hands down, have to be either the beanie or the radar caps. Those things, I just love them. To me, they just give off such a survivory feel, and it just makes the game just that much more immersive for me. We have a Discord, but it's not really public. I don't really use it. I use it only to speak to one of my friends, but we do have a TeamSpeak server. It is a 75 slot server, and if you've ever been in one of our events, you've definitely been on it. The IP is on screen now and also in every video description. Additionally, if you have a squad of 3+, then you can ask us to make you a private channel that is whitelisted for only you guys, and we'd be happy to give that to you. Quentin McDonald asks, what is your favorite thing about DayZ, and what's the thing you hate most about it? Alright, so I'm going to start with the thing I hate most about DayZ, and that is the fucking people that sit on the coast at Cherno, Electro, and Skyrim Mountain and just fucking shoot fresh spawns. Fuck you, fuck off, and go back to COD. Alright, so now that I've got that out of my system, the thing I love most about DayZ is just the style of the game. It just allows you to do anything you want. You can tie someone up, you can feed them a kiwi with disinfectant spray on them, and then like put a bag over their head, do whatever you want to them. It's kind of, kind of weird, but you know what? It's definitely interesting. And this game is the only game that you can do that in. Absolutely guaranteed. Just the fact that you can do anything that you want in DayZ, you can adventure, you can take people hostage, you can help people out, you can do whatever you want. That's what makes DayZ the best game ever for me. Godemic asks, why is it that every time I play DayZ, I feel a bit more like you? Well, I hope that's my videos taking an effect. Alright, now for some questions from Twitter, and I'm just going to plug my Twitter real quick. At jcon72, I tweet all the time, and I'll probably annoy the shit out of you, so go follow me, down below in the description. Randy Biscuit asks, will I ever get to play with you or perhaps join your squad without paying? Okay, let's just get this misconception out of the way. I would not accept money for someone to be in the squad. If they gave me, they're like, Jake, here, I'll give you $20. No, 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 don't do it. Not a good idea. For the most part, the people that I play with are a tight-knit group of people, and we don't really like to bring new people in. Sorry, man. Dilford asks, what are your tips on getting out there as being a small YouTuber? Thumbnails. You must have eye-catching thumbnails. If you have a bland picture of DayZ with no text on there, no pictures, no highlights, you will not get anywhere unless someone misclicks. Secondly, just as important as an eye-catching thumbnail is a very nice title. You need a title with keywords that are related to your video. If you put epic squad wipe and you're killing some wolves, that's not going to get you the attention that you want. You're also going to want to put anything that's related to your video in the tags section. So usually in my tags section, I have anyone who's in the video with me. I have squad wipe, DayZ, DayZ PvP, that kind of stuff. Whatever's related to the video I have in the tags. Also, I do have some friends in there. And finally, probably the most important thing, other than anything else I've just said, is you cannot expect your video to get tons and tons of views right off the bat. You can't just upload your video and just sit there and refresh the page and watch the view counter go up, because it won't. You need to share your videos yourself, so go on the r/DayZ, the DayZ Reddit, post your videos there. They'll probably get downvoted to shit, it's okay. Post your videos on DayZ TV, go to smaller YouTuber Facebook groups, that's where I started. They're a great way for smaller YouTubers to collaborate and get your word out there. So definitely go looking for places to share your video, or else you won't get as many views as you expect. Also, don't set your view count at 1 million. If you want 1 million views, you gotta work towards it. Konzar asks, I'm starting to make DayZ videos. What would you say is key to an entertaining DayZ video? Alright, again, a couple of tips I could lend you guys is if you don't like the video yourself, then don't upload it. If you watch it back after you render it and you're like, I mean, this'll do, it's okay, don't upload it. It won't do well, trust me. Also, if you have a really shitty mic, then go download a program called Audacity. I'm using that to record this audio right now. Go learn how to remove background noise, and please do that. I hate hearing videos with ridiculous fucking plane engines in the backgrounds of people's mics. Also, one last video tip that I can give to you guys, and this is especially for DayZ videos, because DayZ is a very slow-paced game for the most part until you get into the action. That action is very fast-paced, but for the most part, it is very slow-paced. Do not keep 5 minutes of running in your video. Please, no one wants to watch it and we will click off. What I found works is keep about 30 to 10 seconds of running or whatever you're doing before the actual action or the first shot starts. The reason you should do this is because most people on YouTube have a very short attention span, and this keeps them very interested for a short period of time until the action starts. I've got a question from UK Alliance, and if you guys haven't played on their servers, you definitely should, because they are a lot of fun, especially their first-person server. Anyways, his question is, brown sauce or ketchup? Alright, I have no idea what brown sauce is, so definitely ketchup. Terrambo Panda asks, what made you decide to become a content creator? Did you think you'd become this big, and also keep up the good work? Alright, so I've already said why I wanted to become a content creator, but did I think I would become this big? No, my sights were set on 100 subscribers when I started, and if you've been here for that long, fucking props to you, man. But I had a shout out, 100 subscriber shout out series, where basically if anyone commented on my videos, I would give them a shout out up until 100 subs. And, well, no one really commented, so I didn't really give anyone a shout out. But you know what? I was persistent. I just want to give a quick shout out to Rambo Panda because he's been a very loyal subscriber for a long time, and he's been watching my videos for a very long time. So if you guys are open to watching other content creators, I will leave his Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube in the description below. The Sniper Job asks, ever consider playing other games other than survivals on your channel, FPS, RPGs, etc.? Well, I've thought about it and I don't know. Possibly, maybe not. We'll see. Whatever comes out in the near future, I'll have a look. Bandero TV asks, would you consider playing DayZ with me? I have 900 hours and I am a decent player. Alright, so this is one I get asked a lot as well. Would you play with me? Blah blah blah, I have this many hours. Like I said before, I am in a very tight-knit group of players and we don't really like to add people to the group. So sorry man, the answer to that will be a no. Alright guys, so that was the final question. There was 60 questions. I did cut a few out because there were a couple of duplicates, but all in all, thank you for all the questions and thank you for 20,000 subscribers. And yes, I will be pushing on to 25k, 30k, 40, 50, and maybe even 100 if I can manage to get there. Anyways guys, thank you for all your support recently, and I will see you guys in the next one.